Coming to you live, I am Doug.
I am Greg.
And this is Mike.
And this is the It's Funny That Makes It Okay podcast. Hey, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to the show, for listening. It is the first week of August. Hard to believe we're already in August.
Yes.
Time is flying by.
It gets to this point in the year, and I'm just ready for fall, I think, honestly, at this point.
Yeah, kind of done with the heat. Let's get some
Yeah.
cool. I don't mind it kind of hot during the day, but I like the cool nights. You can even start getting some fires going at night.
Yeah.
And
Pumpkins will start rolling into town for
Yep.
long. Not on their own. They'll be in a truck.
Occasionally, some might come in.
turn off the air conditioning.
Yeah.
Give my
Gosh.
wallet a break from the utility bill. That would be nice.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
all right. Well, tonight's show,
You'll start having pumpkin spice lattes and
you know what?
For a subscription fee,
Okay.
you can
Now
get.
you've got something. I was at the gas station. I saw a Halloween candy display with Snickers and M&Ms, and it had a Reese's slot, and it was empty. And I'm like, oh, you guys
Not
can't
yet,
do
not
that.
yet.
I
No.
finally kicked the Reese's king size habit a little. I haven't had one in like a week, which people are like, so what? No, that's a huge deal. It's kind of like my heroin. I'm like, or meth, or whichever, pick your weapon
Your
of choice
edibles.
there. I just, no, because those, I think people can kind of, I feel it's got a stronger pull on me than that. I need a break. I'm trying to lose weight. It's not working real well, but I'm maybe a few pounds, but yeah, I've got to really work at it.
yeah,
So
it's hard when they throw the Reese's back out though.
it's impossible. So tonight we have a Betcha Can't Rant segment. We're going to talk about the Mandela effect. And for those of you who don't know, I'm going to try my best to explain it. And then we're going to go over some examples and see if you have the same thoughts or not. We're going to talk
You sound
about.
like you've been drinking.
Oh, yeah. I've been drinking.
If you have the same thoughts.
Same thoughts. A 13-year-old girl was kicked out of a water park.
Oh,
But we'll see if it's for the reason you think. And then some people down in Florida tried to break a world record. Did they succeed? Well, I will let you know. And
those Floridians are.
then Greg's got a whopper of a fishtail
That's
to
right.
tell us. So, all right. Well, let's get started, I guess.
Let's
I don't know.
roll.
Let's roll. Do you have anything?
No.
Yeah.
I don't.
I feel like I have something, but I don't know.
You were saying something earlier about an obsession.
Yeah, I did. All right, real quick. So
Yeah.
I have
Cover
an
it.
obsession.
Cover it. You got to.
I have an obsession that my wife pointed out that it. Listen, I admit I'm weird. I'm a weirdo. I get it. I don't know why I do the things. She says I'm borderline OCD. I definitely have those tendencies. It makes it difficult. When I put a lid on my cup, say you get a cup from pick a spot. It doesn't matter. Culver's, Chick-fil-A, McDonald's,
yeah.
Steak and Shakes, Sonic. I will get the cup and I always put the lid facing the front of the cup. And by that, I mean when I'm drinking the cup, I look down, you can read the words and it's perfectly centered on the front. You say, well, how does a cup have a front? I didn't even know cups have a front. They do. They have I'm telling you right now, there's a front and a back and a side. Left
In a
and right.
cylinder. There's a front and a back.
Yes, there is. So I will sometimes it's very obvious, very apparent what the cup's front is. Because it's usually the one with the logo. If there's a logo on one side or whatever, that's the front. If it's not, then I have to make a determination. It's like, well, this looks like what the front would be. And so that is then
This
the
is
front
my
of the cup.
front.
And so then I will place the lid on the front so that, again, when I pick it up, I can read the words. Everything is the way it should be. I will get cups and I will reposition that lid. And that's where my wife caught me. And she finally, and like, what is the, I'm like, yeah,
The feng shui is off on this cup.
I am nuts. I will agree that I am nuts. But cups have a front and a back. And I had a cup tonight with no logo. It was just plain white. So I struggled for just a second, but it had a seam. So the seam is the back of that cup. So the front would be 180 out of that, and I placed the lid, and everything was fine.
What about like Mike's? It's got two logos that are identical on the.
Well, you pick one and you go with it. It makes it
because there's no seam because it's styrofoam.
No, it makes it better though that the logos are kind of 180 degrees, so it doesn't matter. But once you pick it, then it's the front,
and
That's
it's the same logo.
Same logo, so you're good. Sometimes it'll
maybe
have
Mike
a
wants the
big
white
logo.
side.
No, that's wrong. That's the. I mean, he could do it, but then he would be putting it on the side, not the front. And so sometimes cups will have logos, but they have like a bigger or more pronounced logo. That would be the front of the cup. So that's my little idiosyncrasy, my little weirdness. So I don't know if anybody else has anything like that, but that's me.
Mine would be a dishwasher. It'd be I've got to load them in there a certain way. Cups on top in like the first 2 rows, smaller bowls over on the right side, couple rows, plates on the bottom, silverware in its right spot. Yeah, everything's just got to be in its right spot.
Well, I'm the same way, but in outside of the dishwasher, everything in the house has a home, like what I call it. So my wife, she yells at me for this, and I get in trouble for it. But she'll set something down for the sake of convenience or whatever, time,
laziness,
and so she'll go back. Hey, you said it, not me. So
She's my daughter.
Yes. So she'll go back to pick it up because it's like, hey, didn't I just set whatever it is over here? Well, you did, but I moved it to where it should be.
Yeah.
I picture Mike swooping in right behind her.
It doesn't. Well, it doesn't take
Batman.
much. Honestly, kind of. Like I find myself doing that without
even if you
without
just
even
walk
thinking
in and
about
see
it.
you're just like, well, that's not where it's supposed to be. So,
And sometimes that's the first thing I do when I get home. I
make a sweep of the house.
Kind of. I mean, the blankets are
all right. What's
out
not
of
where
order.
it's supposed to be?
Chairs aren't pushed all the way in. It is. I do it.
Do that to an extent too, and I know you do too.
Yes, I have a lot of weird things. The thing that drives my wife nuts is I can't stand for doors to be open. Cabinet doors, the pantry door, just doors. Just the closet door. She's constant. We have a closet right next to the bathroom, and the closet's in the hallway. And she'll open that up because we'll keep stuff in there. And I'll walk by and I'll shut the door, and I'll come back a few minutes later. It's open. I'll shut the door. Finally, she's like, "Stop it!" I'm like, "What?" She goes, "You keep closing the door. I'm doing stuff in the bathroom, going there and getting stuff out the door." I'm like, "The door's open. There's a door for a reason. Get all the stuff you need. Shut the door."
What do I picture?
Yep. That's exactly how it is. Well, I don't realize that she keeps opening it, and I just keep seeing it. It's just habit. I'll just walk by, the door's open, I'll shut the door.
It's that pesky ghost.
It is that pesky ghost from the last episode. It's annoying us.
Or the alien is bullying Doug. He thinks it's Misha.
I'm trying to get away from my probing, and I keep running into the door and slamming it shut. Wham.
Oh.
All right. Well, that's all I had, so I don't know if you have anything else.
No.
All right. Well, we're going to do Betcha Can't Rant. And so for this segment, for those of you who don't know what we do, people will submit different things that they think, supposedly, it's not always the case, they think it will be hard for us to rant about. Some things are difficult to rant about. Some things are kind of a home run.
I just have to switch into crotchety old man role, and then it's easy to rant.
Well, you get one today. You get one Betcha Can't Rant for free, and if you subscribe to the It's Funny
that's right
Patreon
service, yes,
that's right,
you'll get the other two.
Yes.
And basically, what we do is one of us will just pick. We pick something out of the Betcha Can't Rant-inator 3000 spits one out.
Ooh, it went up to the 3,000. I think it was the 2,000 last time.
Well, we had to get it refilled, and they gave it an update.
Are we on a subscription for that now?
Probably.
Yes.
Probably are.
Inevitably.
Yeah.
And then I set the timer for 2 minutes, and you get 2 minutes to try to come up with a rant. And then the other two will judge whether you did good or not.
Oh.
So here we go. Mike is going to be first.
Oh. Come on, Rantinator.
This is from my wife.
No! Why
Sour
is it
beer.
always this?
Sour beer.
Why do I always get these?
For those of you who don't know, Mike enjoys a shower beer. He also likes to hide alcohol around the house and drink by himself. No.
And that's why
That part's a little
he
bit
gets
exaggerated.
mad when Courtney moves things around.
That's right.
I know where my beer is. I've got it stacked.
He likes to get in the shower and have a nice beer.
Dang it.
So let me know when you're ready. I will start the timer.
Well, I'm ready.
Okay, go. You got 2 minutes.
Congratulations, mister. You've beaten me at the Betcha Can't Rant. Why is this always me? You know what? No, I can't. I can't rant. I can't do anything with this. I can't rant about it because I like a shower beer.
And now you can't even enjoy that.
I can't rant.
You could rant about the fact that Greg and I constantly make fun of you for it and say you're an alcoholic. Well,
that's
go that direction.
That's part of the deal at this point.
Oh,
so I even that I've accepted.
Oh, you shouldn't just accept it.
Here's the thing with shower beer. I like it. Well,
aren't you even a little uncomfortable
beer
with the bartender in there? I mean, that part.
No, he's great. He's awesome. Great guy.
It's the other patrons in there that are really.
No,
he doesn't have to snap you with his little towel all the time either. That's
no.
You got the bouncer at the bathroom door. Doesn't let him in a lot of times.
He doesn't let the other patrons in. See, that's why he's there.
Oh, nice.
It's a one-person entry.
It's an exclusive club.
The thing about shower beer is there's nothing like a cold shower beer after a hot day out in the summer heat. You've been working all day. You want to go clean up, take a nice shower, cool down. You take a shower beer and it just hits different than you would just have a beer at a restaurant or something like that. The shower beer is the ultimate wind down.
This sounds like anti-rant.
It is. Well, because I can't rant.
A glowing endorsement of shower beer.
That's what it is, because I'm not going to rant about it. So I'm going to use my time to glorify the shower beer.
This commercial brought to you by
shower beer.
So, Misha, you've beaten me at the Betcha Can't Rant.
Oh, that's disappointing.
I don't like the upgrade on this Rantinator 3000. I don't like this upgrade. We need to go back to the previous
to the old one,
to the 2000.
Well, that was the 2 minutes. I don't even. I'm going to give you.
I'm taking away a shower
3
beer
tiny
for.
soap
Oh,
bubbles.
you can't take away. You can't take away any shower beer.
2 shower beers get removed from his stash.
You get one wet towel to dry off on. There you go.
No, not the wet towel.
The pre-moistened towel.
You could talk about if you get tipsy, it's dangerous. You could slip,
you could fall,
hit your head.
Jinx.
Well, I'm not getting tipsy from one shower beer.
I don't know. You could have a 40. You could have the big mouth. I don't know how big.
You dehydrated out in the yard. You got no liquid in you.
You haven't eaten. You come in, you search around for a shower beer that you've hidden in the back of the toilet, peel it out.
Courtney's moved
No,
it.
they're not hiding in the toilet.
In the tank, not the clean water tank. That's weird. I don't drink shower beer, so might I have enjoyed a shower recess a time or two? Maybe, but that isn't no.
That sounds disgusting.
Yeah, that was the worst rant I've ever heard.
That's fair. I'm not going to rant about the shower beer. So
okay, all right. Well, and this is a little different because Misha handed me this and said I couldn't look at it until I got down here and did this, and it says all 3 must answer this one. I don't know what this is.
So is it all 3 rant?
This one is here.
All play.
So that was Mike's, and then this was all 3. So we'll do this. I don't know if we'll do one for me, and we'll see how this one goes.
See how long this takes.
It says all 3 must answer. You must rant about. You must rant about your wife. And there's a P.S. Courtney wanted us to just give Mike her name, but I thought it'd be fun for all of you to do this one.
Mike gets Courtney.
What
and
is going on with this Bet You Can't Rant upgrade?
There's your start ranting on your wife right there. This is all her fault. All her fault. We would have been happy with something stupid like stop signs or clouds.
Where did all of the easy rants go?
Our wives come in and they ruin everything. We're having fun in our stupid little podcast down in the basement. We're not bothering anybody.
There's too much pressure. I can't rant about
anything.
this.
Everything we like, what do? They turn it into something bad.
Because you can't win. I mean,
there's no winning.
It's
when you get the thing you love and cherish to rant about, it can't rant about that.
And let the record be shown, Mike picked up shower beer and not the paper with your wife when he said, when you get the thing, you have to rant about that you love. I would hold the wife one, and I love him, but I have to rant about it.
So right there, Doug took the easy way out of this rant. So he's done with that one.
I ranted pretty good.
About what?
She's ruining everything. We're just trying to have a little fun. We have a little podcast. Few people listen. They're like, oh, these guys are nice guys. They Look at that. And now they're ruining it. I got to rant about my wife. You're making it stressed out. She's going to be mad now. But like I said before, she's mad anyway. I will make her mad anyway. So you know what? I'm going all in. In for a pound, in for... I don't know. I screwed up that whole thing. in for a penny, in for a pound. That's what I wanted to say.
I don't know what to say.
You better rant. Oh, Greg's going to roll. Me and Mike's already made fools of ourselves and struggled. And Greg's just like, my wife is just too nice and pretty. I'm sick of this.
She always tries to bring out the best in me. Jeez.
She's always helping around the house, doing special little things for me. It's disgusting. That awkward silence brought to you by Greg Daniel.
I don't like this Betcha Can't Rant anymore.
I don't either.
This was not fun.
It used to be fun. And no fun now. We have no fun.
It's gone personal.
It has. It's gotten very personal.
This podcast is just like marriage now. Started out courtship, dating. That's a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun.
Just fun.
And then pretty soon, no, it's just drudgery and a job now.
Did just Misha and Courtney come up with that, or was Lori involved with that as well?
It doesn't say Lori.
Misha and Courtney
It says
talked.
Courtney just wanted to hone in just on you.
Great.
But then my wife thought it would be fun for everybody to get involved in it. So there you go. There you go. Greg is not going to rant.
I got.
How about she constantly covers you up with a weighted blanket and you about smother? You can't get it off of you. It's a dishwasher incorrect all the time. I'm ranting for you about your wife.
And you're doing very well.
Oh, I don't have a dog in this fight. I don't care.
This sucks.
Well, I've ranted before about how she'll do the laundry, like the bed sheets and stuff, and then not put them back on the bed till we go to bed.
Well, because everybody knows that's the wife's job is making that bed.
That's right.
The husband can't do that.
So I've griped about that before, I think, though. It wasn't a rant at that time. It was more of just a gripe.
Okay, so was that it?
That's my rant. I'm sticking to it. I got nothing.
I give Mike 2 nights on the couch for his rant.
At least.
I'll take 3 nights on the couch. And Greg probably gets a gift or something.
No, I got to sleep under the weighted blanket.
You have to sleep with your wife.
She puts it away. She puts it away for the summer, and now she'll pull it back out and throw it on me again.
Wow.
All right. Well, I'll go ahead. I think we can knock out a couple of quick rants for 2 minutes. So we'll each do. Mike already did his one. So Mike, read to Greg, and then I'll have Greg read to me.
This is...
McDonald's.
I wish we had video because you guys could see Mike's face.
I hate this stupid thing. All right. Well, Greg, you have to rant about bully sticks. This was submitted by my wife.
Bully sticks?
I could
for dogs?
Yes.
Okay, I have no dog.
Greg hates dogs, for those of you who don't know.
I don't hate dogs. Bully sticks. Well, they smell.
I can think of like a million things right now.
To gripe about those?
Go ahead, sorry.
Well, you have dogs. I don't have dogs.
That's why I'm frustrated. Go ahead.
Okay, but they smell, for one thing. I don't like the smell of them. I've smelt them at your house before. I have to relate this all to what I've encountered at your guys' and Mike's house.
Mostly just ours, because our dogs are lunatics.
I think for Denver, for maybe the Christmas stockings or something, we got him some for his stocking. They're expensive. So
that's point number 2.
They smell, they're expensive. What else can I gripe about with them, though? Our dog never had them. It's going to be a short rant because I've got not much else.
Tap me in.
Yeah, I'm tapping in Mike.
All right. So Greg chopped off points 1 and 2 Point 3 would be you give them to your dog as a little treat type of a thing. Well, now we've got the 2 dogs, so they fight and trade over bully sticks. So that is added a whole nother layer of frustration because you think it's going to be nice. You're going to give each one, they're going to go focus on their little sticks. No, it's not that simple. They want each other's, then they want their first one, then they want the other ones again. Point number 4 is also you think that by the time they're done fighting and they actually focus on their stick, you're like, hey, this is going to keep them occupied for a while. We're set. No, they're done in like 15 minutes. You shelled out a ton of money for this nice little treat for them. It's like a foot-long one or whatever at Costco. It's like, man, this is thick. Well, and it's disgusting to touch, too. The smell. That's one. I hate touching those things.
Well, I said, too, our dog never had them. What's up with the dogs now being spoiled with bully sticks and chips and all the treats? And our dog was lucky if it got,
that's right.
The
Greg's house,
the milk bone treat. When you'd go to the bathroom. Here, you went to the bathroom, have a treat. No bully sticks, no wolf nibble chips or whatever they're called. Or
yeah.
So that's all me and Mike have on those.
Well, and then by the time you shell out like half your wallet for one bag of bully sticks, and you giving them to your dog, you're like, hey, you know what? We've got company over. Our dogs are crazy, so we got to go distract them. We're out. Fresh out. Even though we just bought a huge bag of, 10 or 12 or whatever. No, we're always out. We're always buying more.
Well, are there different flavors of them?
I'm not aware.
Oh.
Well, I don't know.
All right. That's all I got.
All right. Well, you left out one thing that I would have thrown in there, and that is what they're made of.
Yes. Well.
Oh, what are they made of?
Bull penis.
Oh,
that's what they are. They dry it, stretch it out.
Well, that should have been the ultimate.
Yes, that would have been.
Well,
that would have been my gripe.
I guess I realized
did that to a dog without feeling really bad. Like, ugh.
For the bull or for the dog?
Well, either. I was just hoping you wasn't going to say that you tasted it. It was an okay rat. I'm only going to give you one bull testicle for that, though.
One? Okay. Well, maybe I can win the other one some other time. All right.
Sure. What is it?
It's funny that this would come up. From Michelle, your friend Michelle.
Yeah.
Ice makers.
Ice makers.
We talked about ice makers sometime tonight. Maybe it was on the other podcast last week. I don't know. My weeks run together.
Oh, that was,
Ice makers.
Yeah.
All right.
I mentioned mine's not working. Well, maybe by now it is. I'm not sure.
Well, that would be the first thing I'd say. Half the time they don't work, or they work. They'll work for a little while. They get clogged up. They get the ice is clogged up in there. There's a little switch that will tell it it's full. That stops working. Then it overflows into the freezer, or you have the automatic ice dispenser and you go to hit it. Like, I just want a couple, nothing. Come on. And, bleh, and a bunch of it comes out. And if, unfortunately, a lot of times I already have liquid in my glass. I'll be at my mom's. It'll come out.
Your frontward facing glass.
Yeah.
Well, I just wanted to make sure.
Clarify that. It's always frontward facing. But the front might be facing the fridge. I don't know. I put it in there and then I can turn around. You see, you got me off track now.
Sorry. I'm cutting into your rant time.
Yeah. But I don't even remember. Oh, they have a water filter that you got to replace constantly.
They do?
Yeah. My mom's has a water filter that you got to put in.
I think ours is an old generic.
Oh, no. You got to have a water filter that's only so good for so long, and then you
6 months is ours.
You got to go switch that out all the time. And I'm just okay with ice. I don't mind. I like ice and stuff, but I don't have to have a ton of ice.
He's anti-ice.
Well, my wife packs it. She asks for extra ice. There is so much ice in her cup. You can't even, you put like 2 drops of tea and it looks full. I was like, what is the point of even having a drink?
You just bought a cup of ice.
You bought a cup of ice, which is still cheaper than if I paid for a freaking ice machine because it cost me for water, electricity, and frustration because it's not working 3/4 of the time. It's ridiculous. Now, that's it. Ice maker.
All right.
I blew most of my griping about my wife, so earlier.
I will give you a 1/4 cup of crushed ice.
Okay.
I'll give you an ice tray.
Is it the plastic or the metal?
Metal. It's gotta be metal.
I was going to say plastic.
Oh, that's disappointing.
The metal ones are rough, man.
Well.
Oh, well. All right, so there we go. That's our Betcha Can't Rant. I don't know how
Sort
well
of.
it went.
It did not go well.
It did not go well. We're sorry that you all had to listen to our participation in that.
I
And
just
don't
don't
worry,
get
I
it.
know
My rant is we need better ranters or better people
ranters.
submit the rants.
Better
I
rant.
appreciate all of our people that submit the rants.
I do too. I'm
from
kidding.
From the way Mike was talking, I think his wife's going to get a stern talking to tonight. How dare she bring this up?
No, I'm just gonna go cry in the shower and have a shower beer. I'll never disparage you, shower beer.
I see what I should say. You get a non-alcoholic shower beer.
Oh no!
Oh, yeah, there you go. Oh, duels.
Oh my goodness! So, all right,
The blasphemy.
let's flip the page here. Let's talk Mandela effect. The Mandela effect, and I'd heard it before, but I wasn't exactly sure. I knew it had to do with Nelson Mandela, but I wasn't sure how or why. It says it's a phenomenon that makes us question even some of the most mundane memories from the past. Like, we'll remember something we know for sure. Oh, it was this way. And then you find out, like, no, it's not. But in your mind, you keep going back to the wrong way because you just know. You're like, it's got to, no, I know it was that way. And where this started was when Nelson Mandela, he passed away in 2013. But people, when he passed away, it's like, no, he died in the 80s in prison. And some of the people were so sure that they would get into arguments about this. Like, no, he just died. I'm like, no, he died. I know he died in the 80s when he was in prison. So that's where this all came from. And I found an article, and it has 50. I'm not going to go over all 50. But the first one I'm going to go to is, and this is, there was a cartoon that we loved as kids. And it was Looney Tunes.
Yeah.
I know. Greg's wearing a Looney Tunes shirt, so this is not going to be, is it spelled Looney Tunes? O, like Looney
It's in
Toon?
3-inch letters on my shirt.
Or is it Looney Tunes, where Tunes is spelled Tunes? So it's Tunes, the double O or the U. Now Greg's got it, so we just all cheated here. Yeah. But before,
I feel like I've seen it as TOONS before.
I probably would have answered as Tunes.
That's exactly what I've.
Yeah.
I can almost picture it in one of the Bugs Bunny things.
At the end where they have like the circles of color, kind of like the circular looking rainbow that's going back.
Yeah.
It seemed like it'd say Looney Tunes with 2 O's, but they said no. It's always been TUNES.
Well, it is on my shirt.
Now, there was a book series when I was a kid.
The Hardy Boys?
No.
Oh.
No, this was a little younger. So
Oh.
it was either the Bernstein Bears or the Bernstein Bears. Which do you think it is? And it's a family. It's a mom and a dad and brother and sister. And they would go on and get into different little adventures. They lived in a tree house.
So what's the difference between what
Bernstein or Bernstein?
Steen?
I've always called it Bernstein, but I do believe it's Bernstein.
I think it's Bernstein as well. And Mike and I are wrong. It's the Bernstein Bears. I know it's not. They said it's always been with an A. I'm like, what? I've always said the Bernstein Bears. How is it not Bernstein? Okay, yeah. Another from our childhood. Now, Mike, I don't know if you did. I had a few of these books. Curious George. Mm-hmm. He's the monkey. The man in the yellow hat was his friend.
Yep.
They would go on different adventures. Curious George, he doesn't have a tail. Or does he have a tail?
No tail.
I think no tail.
See, I thought he had a tail. And he does not have a tail.
Yeah.
No tail. So he's not a monkey.
What is he?
He's an ape.
Ah.
Apes don't have, I don't know, maybe there's some monkeys that don't have a tail, but I always heard that.
Maybe got chopped off.
All right, do you guys ever use the spray for your house to make it smell good? You spray on their floor?
Febreze.
Yeah.
How do you spell Febreze?
FEBREEZE.
Okay.
That's how I would have spelled it.
That's how I would have spelled it, and all three of us would have been wrong.
Oh,
There's
really?
one
Come
E.
on.
It's Febreze. I'm like, what? I know I've seen it with two E's. Like, nope. You might use the stuff every day, but be honest. You thought it was Febreze with two E's, didn't you?
Yes.
All right. Mike, what's your favorite bologna?
Oscar Mayer?
Oscar Mayer. How do you spell Oscar Mayer?
It's with a Majer. Like Meyer?
I thought it was, let's see, Oscar
Yeah.
Mayer. Mayer.
Are you sure it's not Meyer?
I'm going Mayer.
My Oscar. My Oscar. Oscar Mayer. Oscar Meyer.
I think it's Mayer.
It is a Meyer, but that spells mayor. But it's, yeah, yeah. But what I was thinking is like, what's E? And I was like, no, it is because I had to do the commercial.
Yeah,
because Oscar Mayer has a way with BOLOGNA. Yeah, so it's Oscar Mayer. Oscar
Bing, bing, bing.
Mayer.
Yay!
Okay, Fruit Loops. This is another one. How would you spell Fruit Loops?
I'd go
If this is anything,
FROOTLOOPS.
I'm going to say it's fruit, like FRUITLOOPS.
See, I thought it was fruit like you, and it's the two O's.
No!
Yes.
It's
Yes.
not.
It is. I thought it was the same thing.
This podcast is making me question everything right now.
I know.
Mike is questioning life.
You like board games. We played a lot of board games growing up.
Yeah, we still
I
play
love
board games.
And what were some of your favorite? Like us, Life, that was a big
Life was
Payday,
fun.
I love Payday. All the stuff that as you get older is like, no, these are horrible, awful games. Monopoly.
Monopoly,
We used to play
yeah.
Monopoly. It would take forever.
Risk.
We'd get into fights. Risk. The Monopoly mascot is what? What?
We used to a little businessman with
Yeah.
the monocle and the top hat.
Mr. Peanut.
Yeah. Except you know what? No monocle. He does.
No, he has one!
I know.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Monocle man in his Monopoly man in his monocle, or more like the fact that he doesn't have one. This, as some suggest, might be simple confusion between him and the Planner's peanut mascot, Mr.
No,
Peanut.
there's no confusion. He has a monocle.
I always thought he had a monocle too,
I would have thought monocle.
but nope. Now this one, I wouldn't know. I didn't know, and if somebody asked me, you may or may not know, Mike. This is more in your wheelhouse, but did you like
Shower beers for 30.
Pokemon? You have sour beers for $30. Did you like Pokemon?
Yeah.
Okay. Pikachu.
Mm-hmm.
His tail.
Mm-hmm.
Is his tail one solid color, or is it got a color? Is the tip the same color, or is it a different color? Basically,
Ooh.
he's a yellow character.
Yeah.
So is his tail all yellow, or is it yellow and black?
Oh, no, it's not yellow and black. It's all yellow.
So here's.
I would have
here's your
said.
two
I would have
choices.
said all yellow.
Yeah, it's all
I
yellow.
would have said all
See, I
yellow.
would have said yellow and black, but I don't know.
All yellow.
I don't know. You are correct. Though many of us clearly remember black detailing on Pokemon character's tail, in reality, it's just yellow.
Yeller.
All right. Certain underwear out there. Fruit of the Loom. That was like the statement.
FROOT.
Yes! That is no. Their logo is got the different fruit. Is it just the fruit? Or is the fruit coming out of a cornucopia that's in the back? So it's got the cornucopia with the fruit.
I'm gonna say
Fruit of the Loom.
I'm gonna say just fruit.
See, that's what I thought, but now I'm going to go cornucopia. I'm questioning everything.
It used to have a cornucopia behind the fruit, right? Right? Nope. Never did.
Man.
And I've studied a lot of underwear.
Double stuff Oreos. People love Oreos. I'm not a fan of the double
I
stuff.
love the double stuff.
I much rather have the single. The double stuff is just
Mike
too
wants
much.
the mint ones.
The mint?
Yeah. And Oreos.
Spell double stuff Oreo.
Stuff with one F.
He said that with some authority.
I'm going to say
I don't know.
double like it's normally spelled. Double.
Yep.
Stuff. I'm going to go normal spelling. Stuff.
One F.
Is it one
I
F?
would have said two
Yep.
Fs. I
Yeah.
would have said two Fs.
I thought maybe it was a trick question. I thought maybe they were going to.
No. You fan of Star Wars?
Yeah, like it.
Is
Can I phone a friend?
Is C-3PO all gold? Or is he two different colors of metal?
I feel like that's a trick question because I feel like in certain movies he's been different colors because, like in the Phantom Menace, I feel like you were just starting to see him be put together.
Okay, let's put it this way: was he ever all gold, or was he
I'm going to say no.
I feel like there's some brass or something in there.
I'm gonna say no.
I'm gonna
gold
say,
color? I mean,
I'm gonna say no, not all gold.
he has never been all gold. He's always had a silver leg.
Oh, a silver leg. Okay,
I always thought he was all gold.
is that his kicking leg?
I guess. All right, this one kind of got me. You remember I don't know, you might be too young, Mike, but the commercials back with Publishers Clearinghouse.
Oh,
Ed McMahon.
big
Who
checks?
was going to deliver the giant check to the house, and they'd always had the video there. And so, who is it that delivers the giant check?
I think it's Ed McMahon.
I mean, I don't know who the guy is. I can see the commercials in my head, but I don't know who it is.
Okay, we can see it clear as day. Ed McMahon handing families giant checks
It's gonna be wrong.
everywhere. But really, McMahon was never a spokesman for the company. Instead, he worked for American Family Publishers and never handed anyone a check. I'm like, I swear I've seen a commercial of Ed McMahon handing a giant check to a family.
Who did it?
I don't know. It doesn't tell you. I know there's a thing. They'd pull up with the prize patrol van and they would knock on the door. And it's like, oh, here's your giant check.
Yeah, I felt like it was him.
The famous line in Casablanca. Was it ever said?
Seems like I've heard this before.
Famous lines. Play it again, Sam.
I'm
Was
going
it
to
said
say,
at
since
all?
they're asking, no.
The question is whether it's said at all.
Yeah. If not, then what was said? How about that? You have any idea?
Yeah, I feel like I've heard this before.
I don't know.
Is it just play it again? I don't know. I can't remember.
You're right. It was never said, but everybody always said, "Play it again, Sam." But no, what was said was, "Play it once, Sam, for old time's sake."
Oh,
But somehow it turned into.
people are lazy, so they just shorten
And
it.
this
Play it
one's been
again,
around
Sam.
forever. But Darth Vader, what did he say to Luke up on the beam right after he cut his hand off? The famous line.
What I'm thinking of is, "I'm your father,"
Yeah, Luke, I am your father.
and I don't think he ever said that, did he?
He did not say, "Luke, I am your father." He did not.
What did he say though?
He starts off with, "Obi-Wan never told you what really happened to your father, did he?" "He told me enough. He told me you killed him." "No, I am your father."
Oh,
So
yeah.
that was it. But everybody says, "Luke, I am your father." And it wasn't, that's not quite right. A couple more here. Chartreuse, the color. What color is chartreuse? This one I got my wife on.
It's like clear. I always thought it was kind of like clear,
Maybe.
a white clear.
I think it's more of a rosy pink.
That's what I thought. And my wife said it's kind of like a magenta. Says, do you recall someone telling you that chartreuse is a magenta pink color? So many others agree with you, but in reality, it's a shade of green.
Oh,
I had no idea. That is chartreuse. I'm showing it, holding it up to the microphone for everyone to see.
Can you see that?
In Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, the Wicked Witch has a line that she says to her magic mirror. What does she say?
Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all, or something like that?
That's what I think is we've always said it was. Undoubtedly, it's something different.
It's probably wrong.
Yeah, it's probably just something like...
who is the fairest?
I would have said mirror, mirror on the wall.
Yeah, that's what I grew up with it being.
It's magic mirror on the wall. Oh. I always heard mirror, mirror. I'm like, I know that they said that.
Oh, and every little kid said that too. Mirror, mirror on the wall. You know.
And then the final one I have, this is from the movie Risky Business. Now, I don't know, Mike, if you've seen it, but you probably know the iconic scene.
Guido, the killer pimp.
Well, not that. There's a Guido, the killer pimp. Tom Cruise is in the house. And he goes sliding across the floor singing old time rock and roll.
Yep.
What is his outfit? What is he wearing when that happens?
I believe it is a button-up sports shirt with underwear.
Tidy whities and white socks. The ankle socks.
He's not wearing sunglasses?
No.
I didn't think at that point he was. I thought that was later when I first noticed sunglasses, but maybe.
You're correct. He was not. It says, if you've ever seen someone dressed as Tom Cruise from Risky Business, most likely they're wearing cool shades. Fans also often remember him rocking sunglasses in the iconic dance scene, but he didn't.
Nope.
Just socks, button-up shirt, and a lot of confidence.
He later in the movie had the sunglasses, and he's interviewing to go to college, and he pulls the sunglasses down and goes, well, looks like it's U of I.
What an endorsement.
Yes.
Man, that was tough.
So that's just some of them. There's a bunch more out there on the internet. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff. But yeah, there's lots of things. You'd swear, like, I know it was this way. It's like, nope, never was. Another one they had was Jif. A lot of people think it's Jiffy. I knew it was Jif simply because that's the kind of peanut butter we eat.
It's Jif and Skippy.
Yeah, they have Skippy and Jif. And there was a bunch of other ones. There was all kinds, but I'm not going to get into those. So let's move on. In Illinois, there's this water park there. They have a water park. Well, there's been a bit of controversy about this water park.
I read this story. I've been to that water park.
Have you?
Yeah.
Is it in
Grafton?
Yeah.
Yep.
Down kind of by St. Louis.
Yeah.
In
Roaring Rivers or Raging River Waters or something like that.
So a 13-year-old girl was there with her father. As the girl approached the water slide, she was asked to step on a scale and then turned away for being 5 pounds over the 200-pound limit. She was denied a chance to go on the water slide at the downstate water park after an employee weighed her in front of park visitors. So that's the thing, and the father's all mad about this and everything. And I think there is some things that maybe he's got a point about, but then there's some other things I kind of want to talk about as well. I don't know how you feel. Do you read the story? You have any thoughts? I don't want to. To me, the bigger issue is your 13-year-old daughter weighs 200 pounds. That cannot be healthy. And this isn't even, I'm a larger person. I'm trying to lose some weight. It's just not healthy. It's just, I'm not even saying body image or to shame her, but it's like, let's try to just get healthy. That's my first thought.
Right.
My thing on that would be, I don't want to interrupt.
No, go ahead.
Greg, but I know recently there was a story of the kid, I think it was on a Florida roller coaster, who died.
It was one of those tall drop rides.
He was let on when he shouldn't have been. So I think now that's kind of what's going on, is they're kind of clamping down on some of these things. But it's kind of my take.
Yeah, I agree. I think had they let her go and something happened, now you're on the hook for lawsuits. And not to mention, you don't want no one wants anybody getting hurt on the rides.
No, they don't. It said here, promotions for the attraction didn't mention a weight limit. So that, I think, is kind of a problem. You should have. A worker anonymously said that the slide initially had a 300-pound limit, but its manual stated the cutoff was 200 pounds. So again, it's more of a safety issue, I think, than anything. The fact that, if they had the scale right there, couldn't you go off to the side or into a room or something? But even then, if you don't get on the slide, everyone's going to know. It's like, but everyone's looking at you. They already know the reason probably why you're not getting on the slide. They could have made it a little more obvious, I think, maybe, if it wasn't. If this is true, I'm taking this at face value. That, they was weighed. The guy was pretty incensed about it, that, his daughter was upset because she had to weigh in public. But
yeah, I understand that.
Again,
but it boils down to safety, and you gotta, as much as sometimes we don't like it.
Yeah, think on kind of a lighter note. I got to thinking, what if they did this at other places? Though you had to go. I think this would stem a lot. Let's say they had it at the buffet. Before you go, you have to step up on a scale when you're ordering at the buffet. You go up to the line to step up on that scale. Or what if you weighed when you went in, and then you weighed when you went out, and you were charged on the difference? maybe that'll curb some of my overeating.
You ate 23 pounds worth of shrimp. So.
Yeah, so I don't know. That just seemed like, really, that's tough.
There was one line in this story at the end that says, the manufacturer sets the guidelines for operating. We do desire one day to increase the limits on the ride as soon as the manufacturer allows us. Are they going to change the ride, or is the manufacturer going to call them up? Go to 300 pounds. You're good.
Slap that 300-pound sticker on there. We're good to go.
Without any changes. They want to make sure no one
So
gets
is
injured.
it like for kids and younger people? Because really, 200 pounds, that doesn't take much. I mean, that rules
I went
out.
on the wall. I went on the slides there, and I was probably at that time I was probably right at 200. But
I mean that
I wouldn't be allowed to ride it.
I wouldn't either.
I'm over.
It cuts off.
Not a lot, but I'm over.
Yeah.
I'm over the 200.
Yep.
Well, I think I shared once before on here. We went to Wisconsin to the
The Dells.
Yeah, what was that? The
Wilderness.
The Wilderness Resort, and they have a water slide in there. You got to go up like I don't know how many flights of stairs to get to the top of it to board the slide. Their scale is sitting right next to after you've waited in the line all the way at the top of that thing to get, and then have to do the walk of shame.
To me, you
back
have a person
down.
at the bottom with the scale that works there that will let people go or not.
I couldn't believe that. I'm like, this poor, and it was some heavier, maybe teens or something coming back down. Oh, too heavy. Yeah, it's like. That's a shame.
Not only are you turning me away because it's heavy, you're making me walk stairs.
And it was probably at least a half hour wait to get to the top.
I would not be happy with that.
So you get to the top and it's like, a scale.
That's got to go to the bottom of those stairs. You can't be doing that to people.
Yeah.
Putting it up there. That's ridiculous.
It was. We were just there in January, and I think that's still there.
Well, I think it was. And the stairs are not. They're not like full of room to go back down the other way.
You got a line of people waiting.
You're going against traffic at that point.
Down the stairs. Yeah, I could not believe that they had a scale at the top.
Yeah,
I was like, you got to be kidding me.
That is ridiculous. So, I don't know. Did you have anything else?
No, that was, yeah. So, yeah, I just think some tact could be used for some of this, and it's not. But right. I do agree with, even with Wisconsin, I understand the safety aspect of it, and I appreciate that they've got to do that. Just do it at the bottom.
They should put some signs where I say certain rides are weight restricted, so please be aware that, and then it's up to you. At that point.
If you feel like you're not going to be
and you
under
can't be
for
mad.
this, head back to the buffet.
You can't be mad at the ride or the operator because you're too heavy to ride the ride. That's not their fault.
Yeah.
It's not their fault that I won't quit eating Reese's king size cups, so I can't go down the water slide.
They're giving them to you as you're going up. I mean,
they're selling them. It's like, I can't stop. There's one at the bottom of the slide.
I want to ride, but I want to eat.
does go both ways.
It's not their fault. It's just I can't be mad at them for that. I can be mad at myself. I need a little more self-discipline. Do a little more exercise.
I'd rather be mad at them.
But you'd rather
It
also
makes it easier.
You'd also rather be mad than dead. So I mean, that's
Sometimes.
well,
It depends.
If you went eating Reese's,
in a world without shower beer.
That's going to be one of our T-shirts we sell. You'd rather be mad than dead. I like that.
well,
On the bag, right in the front, it's funny. It makes it okay on the back. You'd rather be mad than dead.
no one wants to be dead.
Nobody wants to be dead. But all right. Well, we're going to stay kind of with the water theme here. Down in Florida, they had some people that are trying to break a world record. We'll see if they succeeded. Last year, they broke the world record with 431 people. And what did they do?
Wow.
They went skinny dipping together. The largest skinny dip, 431 people. So this year, they were trying to break the record, and spoiler alert, they succeeded. They got to break the record. 769 people skinny dipped.
I bet
Now-
the sharks were out in the water just going, all right.
Now, there's a few things that I've got here. I don't want to be around that many naked people. that is just,
No.
awful. And another thing, if there's any place I think you need a scale before you do an event, this is it. This is the one. This is more important than the water slides, everything else. Well, I want that scale right up by the fence before you disrobe or anything. You step on that scale. We got a number. And if it's over, sorry.
Sorry, I'm disqualified.
No,
I'm out.
You're done.
I'm done.
Yeah.
Sorry.
We'll pick whatever number that is as a group. We'll vote, but there's a number that if you get over it, you're not allowed.
Sorry, guys. I
You are
can't.
not allowed
can't
to
join.
break the record.
Can't join.
So, but they did. They broke the
They
record.
broke the record.
They broke the record.
Can you imagine being the guy? He's counting 1, 2, walking past them. Oh, please.
I did look the group that sponsored the Treasure Coast Naturist or Naturist, I guess. But I got to looking, and you can become a member. You can join their club.
Oh, sign me up.
Join the club.
Again,
I'll run down to the Illinois River and
Again, I
dive
feel
in.
like-
Oh, no.
you don't want to get in that river naked.
You're
want,
really going to
the
get
carp
the
will
river,
get you.
period.
you want all your orifices covered
Maybe with some extra filters
below
on.
and above the neck. You want everything. You don't want any holes open when you go in that Illinois River. That is not good. See, again, I feel like the membership place is another place where the scale would come in handy. Because you can either restrict people like no, or you have to pay per pound. Then we'll see how you can raise more money and how bad you really want to get naked out there with all these people.
Yeah. One with the weight,
It's a public service, really, what we're doing here.
they could determine the wake zone too.
Yes, they could. But it's $20. It says here for the year. One of the things I thought was really odd was that and then you get a nice little membership card. It says we welcome any donations.
Has it got your naked picture on it?
It doesn't say that. It just says your name here.
Photo ID.
It just says your name here. But it says that they welcome any donation as well, and they accept debit, pay, credit card, PayPal. You can't Venmo at this point.
Oh,
How about
Mike
Bitcoin?
would have put that on
Thanks
his
for all
car.
your generosity and support. But it does say that they offer a family membership. I'm like, is that
No.
Is that a place that you want a family membership?
No.
I mean, I would much rather be around strangers than family anytime with this. It's like, I can't. Yeah, I got to go with strangers. I was like, come on, kids. We're going to the nudist camp. No. I don't want to go to the camp, Daddy. Too bad. You're going. But, yeah, I was like, really? A family membership for the nudist camp? I don't think so.
Yeah.
No, that's
But $20. $20. So there you go. You can
that's
join.
a deal.
I still think we should do it by pound. Get them up on that scale. Let's start. It could be motivation. You want to join? Well, you can't until you're at this Got to hit this weight. Got to get down.
Well, unless, like you said, they're paying by the pound, then it's like the organization's making a lot more money.
You pay a premium for that. So that's the premium one. So I don't know. That's all I had. So I don't know. I think you said you had one more story.
Oh, yeah, just one more story. It kind of sticks with the theme of water. Down in the Alabama, the Gulf right off of Alabama, we're talking about the Illinois River and, carp, they've gotten flying carp in the Illinois River that jump into your boat.
Yep.
And they even have contests to try to get people to capture a lot of these carp.
For those of you who aren't familiar, they're not like flying fish where they have fins that come up like
these
wings.
Are just gross.
These are giant carps that are attracted by the sound of motors, I think.
I think so, yeah.
And they jump. I mean, and it hurt. People get injured. I mean, it's nuts.
Yeah. Well, these people were in their boat in the Gulf, and I believe they had just been out doing some deep sea fishing. Were heading back, and a 400-pound stingray jumped up into their boat.
Oh my gosh!
Knocked over one of the gals.
Stingrays could jump.
Yeah. Well, I guess what happens is, so they checked out the stingray, and they said it probably had a sucker fish stuck to it. And what they'll do is they'll go out of the water and land, and that usually knocks the sucker fish off of them. Well, this one just happened to land in the boat. Well, then that kind of freaks the stingray out, and it had 4 babies right in the boat.
Oh my goodness!
It just delivered 4 babids right there in the boat. Well, I guess the babies didn't make it.
Uh-oh.
So they donated those to an observatory down there, and they're checking them out. And it just kind of made me laugh. Oh shoot, my app went to another one. Here it is. So it said, let's see, what we learned from the lab about stingrays is if they are in any type of stressful situation, they will give birth. I'm glad humans don't do that. I'd be having like 12 babies a week. Oh, I'm stressed. Oh. I had a baby. But yeah, it had 4 babies right there in the boat. They said this thing was about 7 feet wide spread out.
Ooh, it's a big.
That thing came up out of the water and landed on the boat. I can't even imagine. I can't imagine seeing one in the water, which I have actually from a glass bottom boat. That was kind of different, but nuts. But yeah, they get stressed out and have babies. But unfortunately, these little spotted eagle rays didn't make it.
Oh, that's too bad.
So it's a sad story.
It is a sad story.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I was going to combine the stingray story to the nudist swimmers. And
yeah, you don't want stingrays jumping around.
No,
you
they'd
when
be
you're
flapping
naked.
that stinger around. And that's the
swimmers, or that's what I'm saying. The swimmers or the stingray?
Both.
Either way, I don't want to be in the water.
Yeah, that's right.
I want to avoid the water.
A nudist landed in my boat.
Flapping his stinger all around.
And at that point, babies.
At that point, the carp doesn't sound so bad.
No. I'm hoping for carp at that point, to be honest. I did forget. There was one thing I found, and I won't go all over these, but on that naturist website, there's some beach etiquette, some rules that you need to follow.
You got to have rules.
It says apply the golden rule. Your nude beach conduct should be the same as your textile world conduct. So I guess
isn't the golden rule to treat others as you'd want to be treated or something like that?
Textile world.
Respect the privacy of others. If there's a lot of room, then give people a respectable distance.
If there's not a lot of room.
So Mike, when you're laid out there naked, I'm just going to come up. Hey, mind if I sit down next to you?
Mike's laying there on the beach. Doug just walks up and stands there. Hey,
just right
what's
over
happening?
the top of you. How you doing? Trying to find a good spot to stand here. Trying to find a good spot to lay down and get that all over tan going.
I know we're joking, but I don't like any part of that scenario. From start to finish. I don't like any of it.
Public sexual activity is inappropriate and illegal. Your beach neighbors may call the sheriff.
May.
That's what it says, may.
Does the naked sheriff show up?
When inconsiderate.
He's got his holster on, though, with his gun.
Would it be quick draw? No. No, I do not. Yeah, says your beach neighbors may call the sheriff when inconsiderate individuals violate nudeless prohibitions. So keep your beach clean. So a lot of no glass container. Yeah, you don't want broken glass around on the beach. That is
no
bad.
shards.
Refrain from generating noise pollution. So
No
yelling,
farting in the
screaming,
water.
I guess. Please exercise common courtesy with cameras. Do not photograph people without their permission. Mike, can I get you to stand up here? I just want to get you with the background of the ocean. How about a profile? Gawking is rude, just as in the closed society. Refrain from this uncivil.
Closed society.
There's no way I could just not go. There's no way. I can't go to a new beach. There's no way.
No.
Well, Greg doesn't even get naked in the shower by himself. So he puts his bathing suit on to get in the shower.
I got one of those the wetsuits that they wear for surfing.
That is nice.
Hard to get that little last bit of flab pushed in the zipper, though.
Yeah.
You know,
You don't want to get that
hard
flab caught in the zipper. That hurts. That is not good. And then the last one, it says, when the situation fits, consider carrying a towel when you leave your beach spot.
Yes, please.
Avoid surprising textiles. I guess that's what they call
Surprising
us people.
text.
Yeah, it's like
gotcha,
because you're naked, and if you just get up and start walking around, they don't want you just letting your freak flag fly everywhere. I guess. Use your towel as a hygienic place to sit when visiting with others. There's no visiting. There's no visiting with others. Drop my
We're
towel.
not sitting next to people.
Mike, you like those shower beers, huh?
That's a nice towel you got there.
That is a nice towel. I like that.
With the surprising...
You got some sand on you. Let me just leave
Oh,
the sand.
no.
Leave the sand.
I wanted there.
You want some sunscreen on you? I can rub that in for you.
I'll take the burn. You know what? The surprising textiles too. I thought you meant like you go to grab your towel and it's like it's not a texture you were expecting, like corduroy or something. I got a corduroy towel,
burlap.
Yeah, that's a surprise.
That scrapes.
Oh man, yeah. So there you go. I don't know if you want to join the nudist club down there in Florida. $20.
Throw your goggles on.
Family membership. Get the kids, granny. Get them all going down there. Grandma, grandpa, aunts and uncles, just get the whole family. Just have a good, wholesome family fun for the day. All right. Well, I got nothing else. I don't know. Do you guys have anything?
Nope, I got nothing.
This has been quite the show.
That's right.
All right. Hey, thank you so much for tuning in. We do appreciate it. Hope you have a great week. Relax. Don't take things too seriously. Just try to enjoy yourself. Things aren't that bad. And
Except when you have to rant.
Yeah.
Then things can get a
you
little
have to
dicey.
rant about
they
your
can.
wife, or if you find yourself at a nudist beach with Granny, things may be a little uncomfortable. Or maybe you're into that. I don't know. But try to keep your stinger from flapping around and keep your powder dry, so to speak. We hope you're tuning in again in 7 days. But until then, see ya.
Later.
Peace.
Well, that wraps up another episode. Thanks for listening. Please be sure to subscribe, and you can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.